Can you please tell us a little about yourself and about ASU?
So I'm Adero Allison, Assistant Director of Student Accessibility and Inclusive Learning Services here at Arizona State University. A little background about me: I've been at the university for about 11, almost 12 years now. And prior to that, I have spent my entire adult career working with adults with disability. One of the things that makes our university unique is the fact that we have a charter. Not many universities have a charter, but our charter says ASU is a comprehensive public research university measured not by whom it excludes, but by whom it includes and how they succeed, advancing research and discovery of public value, and assuming fundamental responsibility for the economic, social, cultural, and overall health of the communities it serves. Because of this charter, the focus in every area is on figuring out what are the best ways for us to serve our students so that they not only get the education, but have some way to use what they gain here moving forward in life. When I came for my interview and attended the orientation and heard the charter, I immediately was excited to know that this was a place that cared about inclusion and success.
Please tell us more about your support program at ASU.
The program that I currently am working with is called GATE, and that stands for Growth, Achievement, Transformation, and Enrichment. We're actually in our second year and currently have about 32 students in the program. The primary focus is on individuals who are neurodivergent and giving them some of the supports that go beyond accommodations that student accessibility would normally offer. So we have a class that helps them to learn executive function skills, executive function strategies for where they're not going to be able to just naturally develop that skill. And we work with our students one-on-one as well as in class to just help them succeed. It's just really important to everyone in this program that our students develop skills through the workshops and peer mentorships and other one-on-one supports we can provide, that they prepare for employment success, not just for getting through their classes, and that they learn strategies for self-advocacy, social development, organization, and just self-agency.
How are the GATE program supports organized?
The program offers a number of ways for students to interact with us. First year and transfer students are asked to participate in our Neurodiversity College Success class, which we offer every fall. And that class focuses on introduction to the university, overlapping executive function skills. In addition to that, we have social engagement activities scheduled throughout the term and expect participants in the class to attend at least 2 of those. And we have a staff person who's assigned to coach each student in the program. So within that class setting, the class, the coaching, and the social engagement are all part of the grade. For other students who are not in the class, we have graduate students, we have students who are upperclassmen, we have students who were already here when the program started and wanted to know what help they could get. And we meet with them one-on-one with coaching. Any student within student accessibility is eligible to apply for a mentor. So our mentor coordinator identifies mentors and pairs them with students throughout the term.
Could you expand a bit on some of the social activities you have hosted?
Some of the social activities that we've participated in this year included the ASU Art Museum. A group of us went over there and walked through and just explored the exhibits together. Another group of us went to trivia at a local club in the community so that they could see what's outside of campus that they could engage in with friends. We had a trivia night at the library that we attended that one of the other programs put on. And did some sci-fi trivia, which involved actually watching a sci-fi movie the week before, so we'd have some of the answers. And then this last Saturday, we met here and walked down to the homecoming parade and watched that together. So the social engagement activities are varied, and the point of them is so that our students learn to develop those interactive skills, small talk, how to introduce themselves to one another, how to back off so that they are not overwhelming someone if they happen to be a more verbose person.
How does GATE help support student career goals beyond graduation?
One of the things that's really key to our program is our partnership with other parts of the campus. Career Services here at ASU has a specialist who is a counselor for career services in general, but specifically for student disabilities. All this year, she's been holding office hours in our building, right here next to me actually, and meeting with students who drop in. And then she, of course, will meet with them one-on-one if they want to schedule an appointment to coordinate development of their skills. A second thing that we do to help students develop their skills is a GATE career development class that meets in the spring. In that class, students develop a portfolio that includes their resume with the capability of adjusting it as they gain skills, their cover letter, and instruction on how to adjust that for specific jobs so that it's not just, oh, here's your letter, send it to everybody. Nope. We want them to focus those letters and those resumes in on specific employers and specific jobs. So we work with them on developing those skills, developing their professional image for social networking sites like LinkedIn or Handshake, which is kind of the college version of LinkedIn. And we actually go through the process of taking them down to our Memorial Union to get a picture taken so that they have a professional picture for those social networking sites. So we work with them in a variety of ways, and if they have questions, when they're meeting with their coach, it's not just executive functioning. It could be a question about, I'm trying to apply for this and I'm stuck on this letter, and we can sit down and help them with writing that letter.
What housing options are available to ASU students?
Students who choose on-campus housing are typically housed with their program of study. So teachers would be with other teachers, biologists would be with other biologists or other science majors, but always students who are interested in living on campus have to apply early. So if they're going to apply to the university, they need to get that application in the fall so that as soon as housing is available, they can put their application in for housing. We always run out, but a lot of people do live on campus, and you get a different sense of engagement when you're on campus. And a lot of what you take away from a university is the engagement outside of class with other students, with faculty, with staff, and the knowledge that you gain just from personal interaction.
Can you explain the co-navigation approach the GATE program utilizes?
One of the important aspects of our program is what we call co-navigation. So when the student comes into our program, wherever they need services, we're there to help them find those services. So if a student says, I need tutoring, but I can't figure out where to get that, we can say to them, we have a tutoring center. We can ask them if they want to look it up right now, and we'll look it up together. And if they need an introduction to someone, say in counseling, if they're in a crisis state and they're unsure about going into the counseling office, we can say, I'll walk over with you. Let's go together. So co-navigation helps the student connect to the services when they initially get here and helps them to develop the confidence to self-advocate as they go through the university.
The GATE program requires no documentation of a diagnosis, and there are no additional fees, right?
One of the key points about our program that I was able to ask for and get was that we would not require documentation. So anyone who identifies as having executive function difficulties, neurodivergent, they could have autism, Asperger's, ADHD, specific learning disability, or they could just say, I'm having a struggle and I know that I need this help, and we will consider them for the program. The application process is pretty basic. They fill out a form that gives us their contact information and answers a couple of questions about what executive function difficulties they've had and what they hope to get out of the program. Then we schedule an interview with them and talk with them primarily to get to know them and to figure out what aspects of the program might be best for that individual. Once we've done that, We send them a letter and say, you're in, please register for this class if they're an undergrad first year or transfer student, or please schedule your coaching appointments if they're not. In any case, there is no fee. The university happily said to me, oh, we don't want to charge students for this. They need this help. So we don't charge an additional fee.
Do you have any examples of students who really thrived with the help of the GATE program?
One of the students that I felt had a really positive experience with this last fall was already a graduate student in that last little leg of the university. And the experience with that coach was to help with just organizing processes. And I think that that student who has since graduated was really appreciative of the fact that someone could help align things and help with a thought process for how to move forward and plan things. Some of our current students have indicated how helpful it has been to learn time management techniques and tools, like the Pomodoro technique and the fact that you can go onto YouTube and have a timer on right there. Some of them were surprised when I described body doubling to say, oh yeah, I do work better when there's somebody sitting there. They don't have to talk to me. They just need to be there. But they didn't know that that was a specific thing that was helping them. They just knew that sometimes they worked well and sometimes they didn't. So I've had students with various stories tell me, this is working for me. I really appreciate it.
Big thanks to Adero Allison and the ASU GATE program. Please subscribe to Inclusive Academia.